good? Yeah, Matthew 12:38, verse 39.
12, 38, 39?
Yeah, Matthew 12:39.
I got the 18.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
And double honors to the apostles, the elders, salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and in sincerity. Let's go, bro.
You want 12?
Yeah, Matthew chapter 12, verse 30.
This is Matthew chapter 12, starting at verse 38. Then certain of the scribes and the Pharisees answered, saying, Master, we would see a sign from thee. But he answered and said to them, an evil and adulterous generation. This is Matthew chapter 12, starting at verse 38. Then certain of the scribes and of the Pharisees answered, saying, Master, we will see a sign from thee.
Right.
But he answered and said to them, an evil and adulterous generation seek after a sign.
And guess what? That same evil and adulterous generation is back here now. Okay? Hey, nothing is new under the sun. You have a concept called reincarnation. Go ahead, bro.
And there should no sign be given to it, but the sign of the prophet Jonah.
But the sign of the prophet Jonah. Now, what was Jonah doing? Well, get Jonah chapter 3 and verse 1. Get Jonah chapter 3 and verse 1. Because it's all about prophecy, man. Okay? And we're doing the same thing our forefather Jonah did. Warning our people in our case. Okay? He prophesied against Nineveh, and we're prophesying against modern day Nineveh, which is so-called America. All right? Jonah 3 and 1.
It's Jonah 3 and 1.
Right.
And the word of the Lord came unto Jonah, saying the second time, saying, Arise, go unto Nineveh.
Right. So the word of Yahweh Hashem Al-Shah came to Jonah. The same word came to us. Okay? The same word came to us. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
That great city, and preach unto it the preaching that I bid thee.
Now, America is symbolic Nineveh. Okay? And America is a great city. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
So Jonah arose and went unto Nineveh,
Right.
according to the word of the Lord Yahweh.
Right.
Now Nineveh was an exceeding great city of 3 days' journey.
Right.
And Jonah began to enter into the city a day's journey.
Right.
And he cried and said, Yet 40 days, and Nineveh shall be overthrown.
And that's what we're doing. We're prophesying against America being overthrown. Okay? Hey, so you want a sign? This is the sign. Okay, when you see the prophets out there on the highways and the byways, somebody get Proverbs chapter 1. Go ahead, bro.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 1, starting at verse 11. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I would not turn away the punishment thereof.
Right.
Because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever.
Right.
But I will send fire upon Teman.
I will send fire on Teman. Now, the Germans are Teman. Okay? They're very intellectual. Okay, that's where your nuclear physics came from.
Right.
Those fucking Germans, man.
That's why it was such a rush during after the they took down Hitler.
Yeah.
For them to rush in to try to between America and Russia to try to, you know what I'm saying, pretty much take these German scientists, man.
Yeah, America. Some went to America and some went to Russia.
Yeah, yeah. That way they could have, you know what I'm saying, the capabilities. Because they knew these Germans, like say was the team, they knew they had the capability and the smarts all through the spirit to come up with some kind of destructive weapon that they could use to overtake the world, man.
And look at their cars, like the Audis and things of that nature. Hey, those are good cars, man.
Well, forever.
But hey, teaming. You want to answer?
Yeah.
Like Robert Oppenheimer,
Yeah.
you know, who stated that I became the destroyer of worlds.
That's right.
But he was
Yeah.
a so-called German.
See? And I think they got a movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oppenheimer.
The guy that played on Peaky Blinders.
Yeah.
He starred in that.
That was it on it.
All right, get that Proverbs quiet. I stretched out my hand.
This gonna be it. Like this is Proverbs 1, starting verse 20, and it says, "Wisdom cried without; she uttered her voice in the streets."
Right, so wisdom cry without, and she utters her voice in the streets. Hence the highways and the byways. What wisdom? This wisdom is going into the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh B'Shem Al-Shai, classified as the truth. Go ahead, bro.
She cried in the chief place of concourse,
Right.
in the openings of the gates.
Right, so since these people want a sign, this is the sign. Okay, just like Nineveh had the sign of Jonah, well, America has the sign of the prophets. Okay, guess what? This time we are spread throughout the four corners of the world, man. Go ahead, bro.
In the city, she uttered her words, saying, "How long, you simple ones, will you love simplicity?"
Right, and our people are simple. All right, now, you're going to have the elect that's going to get it at the last minute, but 2/3 of our people that's basically deemed to die, they're not going to get it. So when they come across the word, they're coming across the word to be judged. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
Yep. And scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge.
Right, fools hate knowledge. And when you go into that term fool, it means what? Empty-headed. Meaning what? You lack the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Most High. Go ahead.
Verse 23, "Turn you at my reproof, behold, I will
Turn you at my reproof. Meaning what? Be converted. Repent. Okay, because that's what that word do. It gives you that spiritual cleansing. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
NLT says, "Come and listen to my counsel." And it says, "Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you."
Right, and what are the words of the Most High? This truth. Going into who you are. Okay? Who Yahushua died for. Who's the kingdom of heaven for. Who's the wicked. Who's the righteous. So on and so forth. The ancient ways are located within this doctrine. But you have to be out here on the highways and the byways preaching to our people. And we're located in every major city in the United States. As well as if you can't get to us, you got the internet. So there's no excuses. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 24, "Because I have called you, refuse."
Right, because I have called you and refused. And the reason why, because our people love dwelling here in spiritual Egypt. Okay, they don't want to sacrifice nothing. Okay, they want to save their lives. And guess what? A lot of our people are going to take that Revelation 13 and 16, the Quran. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
"I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded."
Right, so if the Most High is stretching out his hand, meaning what? You are welcome. You are welcome into this grace period. Okay, now remember, this is the cool of the day. But guess what? We're not going to be out here forever, man. Okay? You're quick one, bro?
Yeah, quick precept.
Go ahead.
Just the book of Jeremiah, chapter 28, starting at verse 8.
Right.
"The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms."
Like Babylon, okay? The Assyrian Empire, okay? Egypt. Who else? And yeah, and the Median Persian Empire, okay? Because you always had the prophets. Go ahead, bro.
"Of war and of evil
Right.
and of pestilence."
Right.
Hey, and us the prophets, well, we done spoke on World War I. You know that happened in the past. We speaking regarding World War II that have happened, and we're prophesying the coming of World War III, man. You know, and so the prophecies continuing on, man, by way of the men of the Lord. Okay, and what the scripture goes into, the way they say before the fall of every great kingdom, you know, he will send forth his prophets.
Yeah.
And what do you have standing before us, man, through the Spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, starting from our apostles and elders on down, man. You have men of the Lord out on the highways and byways delivering the message of salvation, repentance,
Right.
destruction,
Right.
you know, and deliverance, man.
That's right. That's right. Read that. What you got? Jeremiah 23 and what? Bro?
28 and 8.
Yeah, read that in the NLT.
Jeremiah 28:8 in NLT said the ancient prophets who preceded you and me spoke against many nations,
Go ahead.
always warning of war,
Right.
disaster, and disease.
Go ahead.
So a prophet who predicts peace must show he is right only when his prediction comes true.
Only when his prediction comes true. Now, guess what? Revelation 13 and 16. Right now, what are they doing? They're doing the process or the concept called gradualism. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to make people be inclined to take that you know what. Right? But guess what? Sooner or later, gradualism is going to be phased out and you're going to have a mandatory mandate. Okay, that's how Esau gets down. He partialized the biggest objective, he break it down in parts, and then he hits you at the last minute. And we saw that with the what? The jab, man.
Precursor.
The precursor. You can't have the jab before the knockout punch. All right, you have something else, bro?
I had some, this is
Let me see it. Oh,
Isaiah,
go ahead, bro. All right.
Isaiah 10 and 30.
Put Jeremiah 15 in. Because America will be destroyed. All right, and we only got two major prophecies, man. That's WW3 and Revelation 13 and 16. And Panera Bread is already talking about incorporating a biometric system where you don't have to use cash and you just wave your palm, wave your hand. What is that gearing you up to? That is conditioning. Okay, that is conditioning.
I mean, you see that even, and I bring it out here and there about food stamps, man. You know, you used to go to the grocery store, you get your book of food stamps, you know, you tear them out, you give them to them. You know, then they had the actual food stamp card, you know what I'm saying? But now they got the, you know, the food stamp card like I think it's like a Visa or something now. Yeah, you know, you can tap it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's you. Nobody think about the food stamps no more, man.
Yeah.
You know, because that gradual bringing in of that card made you forget about it. Now the card got the chip in it.
Right.
And like the brother going in too, man, eventually all that's gonna be gone and it's gonna be what? That manifestation of getting the MOTB implemented in you, man.
In you, that's the point. Because what about the checkbook? When we came up, we had the checkbook. You don't see nobody writing checks
Check no
anymore,
more, man.
right?
Your company barely give you a check.
Exactly.
You know?
Everything is direct deposit.
Right.
You know? Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 30 and 10 and 9. That this is a rebellious people, lying children.
Yeah, this is a rebellious people, our people. Rebellious means to be at war with the Most High. And how do you do that? Through your actions. When you hear the truth and you don't want to go through the process of being born again.
Yeah.
All right, you want to stay here in spiritual Egypt, right? Go ahead, bro.
Children that will not hear the law of the Lord,
Right, go ahead.
which say unto the seers, see not.
And that's the series of the prophets. See, not meaning what? Look, this is not going to happen. Okay, we have more time. Okay, the Most High is not coming back. He's not going to send his son Yahushua. Okay, America is the kingdom of heaven. You got idiots to believe that concept, right? Because anytime you start prophesying good things based on their spirit, they don't want to hear that because they're in their spirit of partying and bullshit, which is nothing but a satanic vibration, right? Go ahead, bro.
And to the prophets prophesy not unto us right things,
Right.
speak unto us smooth things.
Like smooth things. Everything is not going to be all right. A lot of people are going to die. With this new system, you're going to get down or you're going to lay down. And everybody's faith will be tested. Okay, point blank period. Mainly, especially you Israelites. Okay, go ahead, bro.
Prophesy deceits.
Lies, deceits, everything's gonna be okay. We got another 30 years here. Okay, your children will be okay. Okay, send them to college and so on and so forth. Invest in your 401ks. Okay, go ahead, bro.
Get you out of the way. Turn aside out of the path. Cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us.
Right. And that's what you do. You know, basically, that is the mindset you have when you, I mean, it's a wicked mindset. when you're saying to the prophets, look, we don't want to hear this today. Okay, we want to talk about the good times, the present times. Okay, look, the future for America is destruction, but guess what? It's going to be hell throughout the four corners of the world. Everybody will be tested. Jacob's trouble will be throughout the four corners of the world, man, if you are an Israelite. Go ahead, bro.
Wherefore thus said the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word and trust in oppression and perverseness.
America is oppression. We was brought to America to be oppressed. Get Deuteronomy 28:68. Okay? Somebody get Ruth 1:17.
Continue on that.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
And stay thereon.
Right?
Therefore, this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant.
So your destruction is coming suddenly. Okay?
And that starts with your mentality.
That's right, bro.
That wall is your mentality, man. Cause see, the wisdom and knowledge gonna be your stability of the times and your strength of your salvation, man.
Yeah.
So your salvation depends on what you know. You know, it's cause what you know gonna tell you how to move and
That's it.
what not to do. You got it.
No, you're right though. But you know.
Right.
That's right.
So that wall, cause just like if you ever seen like I used to do brickwork, yeah. I just used to be the mortar man. I wasn't doing the bricks, but if you don't do that wall right at the top, it'll be swelling out. You know what I'm saying? If you don't level it out, you know. So everything had to be leveled out through this truth, man. Everything had to be filtered through the truth, man.
That's right.
You know.
That's right.
You got it. Because what the Lord says, strive for the truth until death, and He gonna fight for us. So that's really what it's all about, man. The truth is what's gonna set us free.
That's it, bro.
You know. Go ahead.
That's
You got it, bro.
That's it. Go ahead, bro. What you throwing up?
And he shall break it as the breaking of a potter's vessel that is broken in pieces. He shall not spare, so that there shall not be found in the bursting of a shred to take fire from the heart, or to take water withal out of the pit.
You want to add some more to it? All right. Now get that Deuteronomy 26:8. Somebody get Jeremiah 28:68. My bad. 28:68.
What that was you were reading?
That was Isaiah 30 and 10.
Okay, cool.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Which is American. Okay? And check out history. History supports this. So this proves what the validity of the scriptures. Go ahead.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
Prophecy. Okay, just like Moses said, it happened. Which further proves that Moses was a prophet. Go ahead.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
Meaning our land. Go ahead.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Which are what? The Edomites. Okay, we were sold to our enemies, which are the Edomites, for what?
For bondmen and bondwomen.
Which means slaves. Okay, which means slaves. So you was brought to America to finish out punishment. Okay? Not for a continuous city, not for a place of rest, but to finish out our punishment. Go ahead, bro.
And no man shall buy you.
And no man shall save you. Hence Yahweh shot. Now get Isaiah 63 and verse 1.
Right, because this punishment is making the elect perfect, man. Just like Yahweh Shah was made perfect through his suffering.
Right.
This is what it's all about, making us realize our mistakes, you know what I'm saying? Because when you come into the truth and you start, like, when you understand the predestination and you look at it from that standpoint, even when you make moves that's already was made for you to make, even when you make a bad move or a good move, it's for you to understand why you made that move. That's when you grow and learn not to make that move no more. You got to understand why you made that decision. Even if it's a bad decision, you got to understand, okay, why I made this decision. You know what I'm saying? And then when you understand it, because that's what the scripture said, get wisdom, but without that get to understand. So when you understand it, then you got the totality of like, well, that's why I shouldn't make that move.
Yeah.
You know, and that's when you grow from that, and that's how you learn how to not make that move no more.
That's it, because like the brother said, growth comes from what? Your failures and your mistakes. And look at the spiritual growth that we have received by being in this predicament, man. Okay?
Isaiah 63 and 10.
Right. 63 verse 1.
And 1, it's like,
Yeah.
who is that coming from Edom with dyed garments?
So Yahweh Shah is coming from America with dyed garments. Go ahead.
That this is Slaki. This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength.
Meaning what? He's gonna be steering a fathership. Okay? This is a huge, gigantic chariot. A fathership. Go ahead, bro.
I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save.
Now this is Isaiah speaking in the spirit, right? But at the same time frame, who is he referencing? Yahweh Shai. He is referencing Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is mighty to save, right? Matthew 1:21, and he shall save his people from their sins. All right, see, Yahweh Shai put us in this spiritual predicament, and he's going to be the one to get us out of this spiritual predicament. Go ahead, bro.
It's Job 19, verse 25. For I know that my Redeemer liveth.
Right, and who's our Redeemer? Yahweh Shai is our Redeemer. Go ahead, bro.
And that he shall stand at the latter day upon the earth.
Right, and he shall stand in the latter day. Read that again, bro.
And that he shall stand at the latter day upon the earth.
Right, and there's another one in the book of Job. It talks about how he would see him in his flesh. I think if you type in flesh. But this supports what? Reincarnation. I think it was in the book of Job. You can get Jeremiah 50 while he's doing that, bro, unless you had something.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 1.
You see it in Job, flesh?
The word of the Lord Yahweh spake against Babylon and against the land of the Chaldeans by Jeremiah the prophet. Declare ye among the nations, and publish and set upon a standard, publish and conceal not, say Babylon is taken, Baal is confounded, Mordor is broken in pieces.
See, so America is being exposed right now. You know, America is being exposed for the land of graven images, for the land of idols. You know, for the land full of lies. You know, go ahead, bro.
Her idols are confounded. Her images are broken in pieces.
See, her idols are confounded. Her images are broken into pieces via this word. You know, because see, it's just like this. Like, every word that you speak, every thought that you think, it goes out into the atmosphere, man. See, and Esau knows that. See, that's one thing Esau did. He studied the body, the causes and effects of the body, right? Now we learn it via the scriptures, man. You know, we learn it via the Holy Spirit. And you watch certain videos because this what the scriptures teach you, man. You know, how to conquer this body, how to go right, how to get all the way into the spirit that's inside of you, to open up that third eye to conquer this body, man. So Esau already got, like, America, the frequencies that America operates off of is straight lies and deception and to deceive you, man. But guess what? Via us speaking these words on the four corners of the earth, it's really messing up the frequencies. You know what I'm saying? It's basically it's drowning Esau frequencies out, man. That's why eventually he gonna be like, look, y'all got to go. You know what I'm saying? That's why eventually he gonna be like, y'all can't speak. You know what I'm saying? Cause see, we understand how powerful it is. You know, our people don't. But this even causing our people to get a little sense. You know what I'm saying? Cause the vibration's still going out. You know, just like they'll show, like, we can't see it, but every word we speak, man, its frequencies go out. You know what I'm saying? Every thought every thought you think, the frequency is going out, man. You know, that's why Esau constantly got his media. He constantly putting frequencies out, man. But it's not going. But this word. But it's just how the Lord got us being on the four corners of the earth, right? And they speaking His word. And His word just boxing everything in. Can't nothing come up against it. You know what I'm saying? It's boxing everything in. Everybody who against it, it's gonna expose you. It's gonna show it.
Scripture say, well, you can't do nothing for the truth. I mean, to the truth, but for the truth.
Right.
Paraphrase. So anything that they try to do to counterpunch or stop the truth, man, it just magnifies that much more.
Come on.
Like you was going into about the images breaking. What's that main image? The image of the beast. What that consists of? You know what I'm saying? Democracy, feminism, his religion, Christian, through Christianity. You know what I'm saying? Anything that he pushes out, promotes that left-hand agenda, his science, his technology, all that partakes into the image of the beast. So now you see it's being broken into now. Everybody's starting to question his doctrine now. You know? And that's why it says right here.
Can I bring out something real quick, bro? Hey, just to back to the elder up about drowning it out. This is Ezekiel 37 and verse 9. Then said he unto me, prophesy unto the wind, prophesy, son of man, and say to the wind, thus saith the Lord power, come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe on these slain that they may live.
Hey, this words that we are pushing out, which is not our words.
That's right.
You know, it's a divine words of Yahweh Bashim Shah. It's a vibration.
That's it.
And this vibration is covering this left hand wickedness of Esau, man. That's why everybody's waking up. A lot of people are coming to the knowledge of who they really are according to the scriptures, who Esau is biblically known as. You know, that's why it says right here, I got it for y'all. Isaiah 47:13, thou art weary in the multitude of thy counsels. So now the elites of Esau on the left hand side, they feeling very discomfortable about what's happening with the truth. That's
You know why? Because that's a strong point. You said thou are weary. You are weary, meaning they're going to the left-hand side to their warlocks, their witches, but what they're praying for is not coming to be.
Right.
We're still on the highways and the byways. Because see, just like those left-hand spirits fuck with us, those right-hand spirits fuck with them. You know, telling them that, look, you know y'all going down. It's a balance to everything.
What was that? Oh, no, you got it. What was that in 2 Kings? I want to maybe the 18th chapter anyway, but when Elisha had went up against those 50, what were they, them priests, Elijah, yeah,
Prophets
the
of
50
Baal.
priests.
Yeah,
And they
prophets of
had,
Baal.
you know, Elijah told them they make an altar to their power, and he'll make an altar to his power. You know what I'm saying? And just swiftly going through it. It was proven that these guys they pray to, they really can't do nothing for them, man.
They can't.
Because they only everything is green lighted by Yahweh Shem Shah, man.
Right.
So it's nothing gonna be able to outdo the true power, man. The Lord's gonna bring these other powers to naught, man. So that they are not gonna get that left-handed energy, if you will, like they have been getting, man. Because that was something the Lord blessed them to have along with the sword, man.
Right.
You know, to be that whooping stick, man.
What he's showing them is the right hand side overpowered it.
Yes,
It
it
bounds
is.
this. Because even like say for instance when Moses was the first couple of miracles, the first couple of plagues that came upon Egypt, you had the Egyptian warlocks was able to do it. You know what I'm saying? They was able to do the same thing, man. But then the Most High had started turning the notch up on them, and they like, we're like, what to do? Hey, boss, we can't do that. You know what I'm saying? We can't.
Right.
You know, so it's power to that, but this is the power. Hey, don't nothing confound this.
And for
They got the limited power.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And for you to become weary in your counsels, that means you're there overtime and overdrive, constantly praying, all right, what's going to happen next? You know, what are they doing? How can we stop them? I mean, they're in overdrive.
They sweat.
They're sweating. Best believe, too, not to mention, they're getting older.
Lord,
and
we're not the
older.
wicked now, man.
You know, and just
Yeah.
another point on how the Most High is basically drying out their vibration. This is Isaiah 55 and verse 11. So shall my word be that go forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent thee.
And it's doing that.
That's right.
The Lord said what? His words will go out throughout the four corners of the earth, man. This word is in the four corners of the earth, man. You got brothers in different countries preaching this gospel, man, teaching this gospel. You got brothers right here in Babylon preaching and teaching this gospel, man. The Lord said he was going to send forth his prophets, man, before that great and terrible day. What do you have? You got the Lord's prophets out there. You see the signs, man, different blood moons. You see the different uprisings of the people. You see the different storms and everything,
The
man.
sign of Jonah.
The sign of
The
Jonah,
sign
man.
of Jonah, that prophet, man. Prophesying against Nineveh just like we're prophesying against modern day Nineveh.
That's it, bro. That's it.
Right? Yeah, some more.
This is Isaiah 47:7, NLT. It says, you said, I will reign forever as queen of the world. You did not reflect on your actions or think about their consequences.
Right, man. See, so America didn't reflect on their actions, man. Look at the actions of America. They've been at war like 93% of the time since they've been a country, man. So all that bloodshed have to come back, man. You know, when you go Revelation 18, basically tell you America's responsible. Esau, he was responsible for all the slain upon the earth. Because that's his blessing. Go ahead, bro.
That's why it's stated in Revelation 18 chapter, thus with violence should that great city Babylon be thrown down. And look how this country got so-called established.
Right.
By bloodshed. So by the balance it out, how about Shemashah is going to take this damn place out by bloodshed?
Come.
You know?
Matter of fact, get that in, what's that, Numbers 35 and 33? Go ahead, bro.
All right, and it says, Isaiah 47 verse
verse 8.
You finished 7.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes, yes.
It says, listen to this, you pleasure-loving kingdom.
See, this America is the pleasure-loving kingdom. You know?
And get that Jeremiah dwelleth without care.
You got that?
I got that number, sir.
Okay,
Numbers.
okay. You said dwell without care?
Isaiah 47, verse 8, NLT. Listen to this, pleasure-loving kingdom, living at ease and feeling secure.
Right, see, that's America, man. America been living at ease, feeling secure, because no foreign country has ever been able to touch America. But now it's time for America to get touched, man. That's why in verse 1 it said, come sit down in the dust. It said, you should no longer be called tender in Christ, or you virgin daughter of Christ, virgin daughter of Babylon.
You should no longer be called
Tender and delicate. Right. Which we might have to start at verse 1 on that. Come on. Get that real quick. Well, y'all, get that number real quick. What you going to get him first?
Number 33, 35 and 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land. And the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it.
And see, the Most High was telling us this when we was going to the land, man. This referred to anybody, though. This referred to this land right here, man.
Right.
You know?
Right.
That's why even when Cain killed Abel, what did the Most High say? His blood cries out unto me, man. You know, so, his spirit, man. Because,
right.
hey, once you bleed out, man, his spirit going back. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's like, yo, like the blood is the blood is like the heart is where the most blood is in, right? But this where everything almost begin on that heartbeat. You know what I'm saying? In that fire, you know, in the heart. That's it out.
Yeah, that's it.
Go ahead, bro. What you get some?
What had some?
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. I was gonna say real quick, man. That's why the scripture going to when Lord telling Esau, because thou hast not hated blood, blood shall pursue thee. You know what I'm saying? Because he done shed a lot of blood. He think it's all good, man. But his blood is gonna be shedded, man.
I get that precept.
Hey, can I bring something out for y'all, man?
Bring it out.
2 Ezra 15 and 8. It states, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood cry unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually.
Right, man. So that goes into the righteous that's in the spirit world, and that goes into the men that you see on the street, the righteous, according to who gonna be justified by Yahweh Shem Shai on this earth, man. That's right. You know? That's right.
GNT right quick. At Numbers 35 and 33, the New Translation. It said, if you did this, you would defile the land where you are living. Murder defiles the land.
Murder defiles the land.
And except by the death of the murderer, there is no way to perform the ritual of purification for the land where someone has been murdered.
Can I add? So his blood has to be spilled.
Yeah.
Revelation 13 and 10. He that led into captivity shall go into captivity. See, Esau want to give us, 40 acres and a mule, or a couple millions of dollars. No, according to the standard of Yahweh Shem Shai, basically, true reparations is when you restore what you took from us, man. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. Okay?
That's why the Most High, he referencing this great city, America, as that bloody city. You know, so think about the bloodshed of the Israelites upon this land. You know what I'm saying? Just how bloodthirsty you are is with your own people, man, your own kind, you know? So you have all these spirits crying out. And really, they in the spirit world, but look how these left-hand spirits are, so-called terrorizing this land, like the natural trace.
Yeah.
Like that's known for like left-hand spirits, man.
Yeah.
Look at all the damage that's been done on that trace, man.
And it's an eerie feeling out there at night, bro.
You know?
Even in the daytime, bro. It's like a gloomy, dark spirit, bro.
All right, this is that bloody city. Got that,
That's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 49, verse 31. Arise, get ye up unto the wealthy nations.
This is that wealthy nation. America's like the so-called richest nation in the world, man. That's why Esau's left-hand vibration that he's done. He done stole everything, man.
Hey, Shaquat, what the scripture states about in Jeremiah the 50th chapter, how Babylon shall be that golden cup
Yeah,
in
the
Yahweh's
golden
hand.
cup, down to that influence,
That's
the
it.
impact that America has upon these other nations.
Right.
You know?
And if I could just say this real quick, Mississippi got a lot of blood on it, man. Because Mississippi prospered very well off of what they call white gold
Yeah.
during the cotton, you know what I'm saying? You know, and a lot of bloodshed came behind that. And it got to have to be accounted for.
That's right. That's
I would say Natchez, Mississippi had like the most millionaires.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Millionaires. They had the right color. I just had them Amalekites, that's what they were setting up shop at down there. Right, they the ones was part of the whole slave trade down there. Right, if you go down there, they still got like monuments with that women
And the push bowl.
Pasta, rum, yeah, okay, right, cuz you remember we were seeing those plaques of the fake, of them damn Amalekites, man, who want to be, and them smile headers, man.
Back in Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 31, we started over. Arise, get ye up unto the wealthy nations that dwelleth without care.
Yeah, so this country dwelling without care. These people don't think about what they see on TV concerning these other nations, these so-called third world nations, that this is going to come upon y'all.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I'm saying? These people dying of hunger, famine, things of that sort. So you don't think that this is going to come to you because you thrive off of convenience.
Hey, Shaquat, I just came across an article, I think it was either today or yesterday, but you know how America's water has been so-called contaminated. So the question was, is not America like a third world country now?
Yeah.
Because think about it, and what's crazy is nothing but the elite attacking the people through the water source.
That's it.
Go ahead, move back on
That's
this.
it. Back in the scripture, said the Lord Yahweh, which have neither gates nor bars, which dwell alone.
Right, so this place ain't got no. It's like the land wide open. How they be showing the borders and stuff, the different borders. How you can come easily get across the borders. You know,
So that cherry really get popped, man.
right?
Because you think about it, in the ancient world, they had those gates. You know, by the sundown, you see like those watching them shut down those gates in the city, man.
Right.
So you can easily go from city to city or state to state around here, man. So these people doing it without care, as it says.
And brother, Priest Quiet mentioned how you know how that poverty and that famine and everything is gonna be hitting here in America like them third world countries, man. And when the scriptures go into woe to you to go down for Egypt for help, you know, and like the elder brother Yasha was going into, man. I mean, sorry, Yasha was going to. They got this comfort, man. And everything is provided for them, man. You got Section 8, you got food stamps, you know what I'm saying? You can go get these boxes from churches, they got a little food or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You can go to fast food restaurants. But see, all this is finna come to an end, man. You know, all that is gonna come to an end. And it's like taking a binky out of a baby's mouth, man.
Yeah.
They started going crazy. They want it back. They want it because what? They used to that comfort that they have sucking on that binky, man. And then they just lose it. And people are gonna fucking lose it when these liberties are taken, these comforts are taken away from them. They're gonna start losing their mind, man. And that's why the Lord said, won't you go down for Egypt for help? Because these people in America depend solely on America, man. They have no knowledge or understanding of our power, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. But that's why the Lord preserved a remnant, man, who would not bow down to Baal, because these people gonna drop to their knees when that MOTB is presented, man. Because what? They think they're getting a sense of comfort, a sense of normalcy, man, and they're gonna be having access to particular things, man. But you're pretty much signing yourself up, man, for death, man.
And what book you on?
Jeremiah 49.
All right, I got a quick one just to make you. Proverbs 25:28. He that have no rule over his own spirit is like a city. Like in Proverbs 25:28. He that has no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls. You know, just going into the point y'all had made, like America doesn't have any walls. And then when you think about it from a spiritual standpoint, there's also going into America doesn't have no missile defense system. Okay? So when these countries, beginning with Russia and the EU and these other countries, send these nukes over here, there's not going to be a defense for America to be protected. It was a fucking movie in the 70s showed America being destroyed, and it showed city by city by city how America went down because of nuclear destruction. Esau prophesied that in a movie around the 70s, man. You know?
You think like another spiritual aspect of it Like these people not walking in wisdom according to the spirit, you know. So when all hell breaks loose, wisdom and knowledge is not gonna be the stability of their time. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna go off their beastly instincts. You know, it's like we was talking about like earlier about the roadkill. You got Jake down here.
Yeah.
You know, I tell you about Jake. He told me that, you know, if they see roadkill on the ground, they'll just pick it up. So like you stated, through the spirit, and cannibalism, that's gonna be nothing to these people, man.
Nothing, man.
Even the scripture tells you don't supposed to be fucking with anything that dies of itself, man.
Oh, God.
You niggas sick.
And y'all about to get sicker, man, because you're gonna have that pressure of not having those comforts, man.
I walk around looking like that for you, that shit.
I'm telling you.
Like he play on the road. Like, so this Isaiah 47 and 8.
But you had something out?
Yeah, I had one. It said, "Woe to this aim from Micaiah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in their power. It was in the power of their
And
hand."
this is literal.
Yeah.
This is literal, like Esau.
That it is.
And this is literal. Esau literally be in his bed thinking about evil on how he's going to destroy the Israelites, man.
They say they go into a diligent search.
Yeah.
Their heart is deep.
Yeah.
So that's why they know that's the workers of iniquity, man.
Yeah.
This is the left hand vessel of Yahweh Bashim Awashai.
Right.
Everything they doing is continually trying to put more pressure, more hell, more agony upon the 12 tribes of Israel.
Right.
So you devise something, that means that you're coming up with a cunning, deceptive type of plan or agenda, man. You look into his NWO, everything about that NWO, it's against the vibration of Yahweh Bashim Awashai and righteousness, man. When you want everybody to come all together to serve one God, when that goes into Satan worship,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Can you read that again?
Yeah. That's the spirit, bro.
I'll read that again, bro. It said, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand."
Because Esau, as soon as Esau gets the opportunity, he's trying to do what? Psalms, the 83rd chapter. Okay, because basically the conspiracy is to destroy the Israelites, man.
You know, it's in the morning they practice it.
Yeah.
In the cartoon, picking the brain.
That's right.
How it comes on.
And how I go, so what are we going to do today, bro? Think
Think about how to take over the world.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
That's how Esau
Yeah.
thinks, man. Especially to get with these elites, man.
Right.
Yeah, bro.
And they covet fields and take them by
I
violence.
think Pinky was asking the brain there, so what are we going to do
Yeah,
today?
the brain with the little
Brain was the nigga, yeah. What up?
And they covet fields and take them by violence.
They covet fields, meaning what? They want your land because of your resources, man. And they take it by violence, meaning the military, all right? Or they'll put a puppet government being initiated through a coup. So they'll overthrow that government, install their government to get the rules and regulations or the legislation basically passed to get what they want from their country. And they showed you that in the Quantum of Solace of James Bond, on how I think was it Brazil? It may have been Venezuela. But it was one country, I take that back, it was Bolivia. And how this Edomite basically said that he had 26 countries that was willing to get down with the program. That's symbolic for the EU. All right, because he was in Haiti trying to take their resources, man. Go ahead, bro.
And houses and take them away, so they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage.
Cuba.
Yeah.
You see what they did to Cuba?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Esau, they oppressed that so much, like you can't even have tourism coming to Cuba anymore, man.
Esau dude, and he went around doing this across the four corners. He done this. He do this on a day-to-day basis, man. This how you know who he is. You know what I'm saying? It's the elites behind the scene. That can see the elites. They understand. Look, they ain't playing checkers, man. They ain't playing chess. They playing some more shit, which y'all don't even know how to play chess. But they shit above chess. You know what I'm saying? They like, we gonna control the resources.
That's right.
Because what did Henry Kissinger say? You control the food, you control the people.
Yeah.
You control the oil, you control nations, man.
Ancient Egypt.
Huh?
Remember when the people couldn't sell no more, they sold themselves.
Right.
So same thing like you said, Elder. When you control the resources, eventually people will sell themselves, man.
That's why eventually we gonna control the resources, man. We gonna control everything, man. See, we taking it back now, man. See, Esau want that blessing. He understood, like you said. He this is his whole thought process of how when he begged Isaac for that blessing. When he heard the blessing, he went and checked out Jacob blessing. He just think about it. He like, damn, that's this blessing. So his whole time from then on, like I got it. If I can't have it, I'm finna try to have everything he got, and he been striving for that from then until now.
They said the days are born for my father right here.
Right.
They will slay my brother Jacob.
Right. Cause what did Isaac tell him? You gonna have the dudes of heaven, but he gonna get it by the sword, so you gonna live good. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be balling in the end. So he sucked that up. He took that all the way into where we at now. You know, and he don't want to let it go.
Hey, it only makes sense. Esau has to be here in today's time to fulfill that.
Yeah.
The process called reincarnation, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Whoever he could be.
Because no other nation did that.
Yeah.
No other nation did that, bro.
I got a quick one, bro.
Right.
Kind of link it up with the Hey, this Habakkuk 2:7. It says, should they not rise up suddenly, they should bite thee.
Please start that.
I know.
Yeah, we ain't rush. Yeah, we look. That's what we gonna do. We ain't gonna rush. We gonna go through the spirit. Let them come, baby. For real.
This Habakkuk 2:4.
Cause see, that's how Esau do.
Yeah.
Esau playing ain't rush. You know what I'm saying? Esau gonna bring out it. He gonna get you from ground up. That's what Esau do. Esau like get him the children from the age they born until 7 years old, and he got them. He like, shit, you can't if I could, that's what the Jesuits thing. They like, we get the child when he born to 7 years old, you ain't gonna be able to flip him back to what we finna turn him into, man.
Right.
So go ahead, bro.
Like you said, that's true. He's known as a cunning hunter.
Right.
So a hunter he's very artful in his deception. And, his wicked ways. He's very strategic, tactical. He'll wait for a long period of time to attack his prey.
Like I say, them Edomites, Marines, them jokers sit up there ready to snipe out something, they'll piss on themselves.
Yeah.
Just lay there, man, for hours, man.
And see what Esau did, all he did was study all the ancient civilizations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He studied from Samaria all the way up into now, man. You know what I'm saying? Them Hamites, you know what I'm saying? He studied from them into now, man, and he mixed it all, he put it all together, man. This why he's spiritually Sodom and Egypt, the virgin daughter of Babylon. That's why he's Assyria. You know what I'm saying? He all them mixed into one, man. He just sit back. Cause see, Esau, when he got like he like through the spirit, it was in his spirit, like this gonna be his last go around. So when he got pushed to them caves in the Caucasus Mountain, man. Cause they like around the 700s, he started to come, if you go through that area where they was at, where they sacrificing the children, they had the master, the Babylonian, you know what I'm saying, all that damn child sacrifice and shit. They was like, so when you even go through that area, they was practicing it then, so it's like the czars at that time of Russia, what they was japes. That's when they forced Esau and them like, look, you're gonna have to take on one of the Abrahamic religions. And Esau faked it. Some of them started faking to be the Jews, and some of them faked it to Islam. You know what I'm saying? This way you're right, this where the Ottoman Turk Empire rose out of this, man. But and speaking of the Ottoman
I didn't get there.
right, and speaking of the Ottoman Turks, man, because it was time for Jacob to go down because the Edomite who created the cannonball, he went to Constantine. He went to Constantinople first, because Constantine was just a title. Which he went to Constantinople first. Whoever was the ruler at the time, he tried to sell him the cannonball, right?
Right.
Because Constantinople was like the stronghold. You know what I'm saying? It's the band Turkey, and they had the fort. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, he was tired of war, so he ain't bad. So guess who bought the shit? The Esau and the Ottoman Turk. It was them coming into their blessing, and this how they started to take Constantinople down, bro. With them cannonball, it was their time to come back, like the brother said, the sword. But they had crammed up that cannonball, man.
Which is a sword.
Right, it's from a cannonball. It's from a ball. Them shooting that to missiles that can go across the world.
God.
Yeah.
Which it started with arrows and putting the fire on the arrow, and shoot the arrow and set shit on
Little
fire.
slingshot
Right,
things.
right, cuz,
He
right,
had been
Catapults.
teaming, bro. He later became
Right.
a teaming or something.
right.
He created that fucking cannonball.
Come.
Okay, so this Habakkuk 2:4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith.
That's right. But the just shall live by his faith, man. This what it's all about, man. Go ahead, bro. What you read, verse 1?
Okay.
Yeah, we started one on it. That's
Habakkuk,
Habakkuk. Yeah, come.
Habakkuk 2:1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower.
Right, man. So we standing up on our watch now, man. We standing up on the watchtower. What did the Lord say? I have set watchmen up on that wall. You know what I'm saying? So, and the Lord chose these watchmen, though. You know what I'm saying? They like me and chose the watchmen now. You know, and what does a watchman do? He got the watchtower. He's shining. He wearing the light around, looking for pending danger, man.
It's Proverbs 8:34. Blessed is the man that heareth me, watching daily at my gates, waiting at the posts of my doors.
See, we waiting at the post. You know what I'm saying? And this what Habakkuk said. Say he could wait and see what the Lord shall answer. I read that in the KJV and the NLT.
Yep. This is Habakkuk 2:1 in the KJV. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer I am reproved.
See, so we watching what the Lord shall answer when we are reproved, man. Because what did it say? All scriptures give for inspiration, for reproof and correction and doctrine. That the man of the Most High may be thoroughly furnished to all good works, man. Basically gonna be perfected, man. Go ahead, bro.
Habakkuk 2:1 in the NLT. I will climb up to my watchtower and stand at my guard post.
Right, man. So we standing at the guard post, man. This word put you put you up where you looking down on everything, man. Right, put you on and put you up where your house while you have about shimmy house shining, man. Cause what they looking down, man.
Right.
You know. Go ahead.
And one thing about a tower, when you stand in that tower, you can see from afar off too.
Yeah.
So we telling you, look, Esau is coming. We see him coming.
Right.
Although y'all don't have the vantage point that we have through the Spirit of Yahweh Hashem Shai. So we're on the tower. We're saying, look, we see him coming, but y'all way down there.
Right,
of course, you're not gonna see him.
Right. And that's prophecy.
Come.
You see it coming. You stand before it. Get the dangerous getting there.
That's
Right.
it.
You know?
All right, it says, there I will wait to see what the Lord says and how he will answer my complaints.
See, there you go. We will wait to see what the Lord says, see how he answered his complaint. Because what he said, we crying inside. Once you through the Spirit, you see this ain't living. You like, Lord, we complain. What, Lord, what we got to do to make it out of here?
Yeah.
What it's gonna take? And then he finna go through. He finna break down the whole process. Read it in NLT.
Yep, and it says, then the Lord said to me, write my answer plainly on tablets,
Right.
so that a runner can carry the correct message to others.
See, so we gotta break these scriptures down, which Habakkuk, them our ancestors was responsible for writing this, man.
Right.
You know, but through the Spirit, we coming back. Hey, basically, it's the treasure map, man. We coming back to survival scroll. Now we coming back, putting all the pieces of the puzzle together to make it back, man, to where we make it back to the kingdom, to make it back, to get back to that, to get back, man, to where we fell from, right, man, to that preeminence, to that immortality, right.
It makes sense. Because during the ancient times, it was just raining. But this time now we understand what we were writing. Lord will be a part of this truth, man.
Man. That's why even when Yahweh Shai came, because knowledge was increased, what he was telling them, the prophets before y'all live to see this day. Just like now, it's even more now. You know what I'm saying? They live to see this day, which they back, which we don't know who we are, but we can say the same thing now. Cause now, what did the angel tell Daniel 12? Stand in your light. In the end, you're gonna understand. So their job is just to write. That's the Spirit.
Hey, I'm close. I ain't there, but I'm
Okay.
close. Hey, this is give me some light, bro. Hey, Dad,
You ain't
Isaiah.
getting old, man. These bodies just do this, man. You know what I'm saying? It's okay though,
You're
bro.
right. You're right.
Yeah,
Isaiah 31:16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord Yahweh and read. No one of these shall fail. None shall want her mate.
Right, man. So see, none of these shall fail. None shall want her mate, man. So go ahead.
For my mouth it has commanded, and his spirit it has gathered them.
See his spirit, man. Which these words that we speaking to you, they are life, they are spirit, man.
Right.
Go ahead, bro.
And this is the point. Also, in verse 17, and he has cast the lot for them,
Right.
and his hand has divided it unto them by lines.
So his hand divided into them by line. So each brother got their role to play in this, got their part, you know what I'm saying? Got their word that, cause see, each brother come with some, you know what I'm saying? Each piece putting each piece of the puzzle together.
Right.
You know? Go ahead. He cast it to them by line. Go ahead. And go ahead.
And they shall possess it forever.
And that line goes into your vocal cords, man. You know what I'm saying? Goes back into your sound. You know, goes back into those harpers harping with their harps, man.
Yeah.
That's what that line goes into.
Because we all have our music piece to
Yes.
rehearse.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You got your music piece, you have yours, I have mine, Yummy Yacht has his, and you have yours, man. So it only makes sense that basically in this time, we're doing the same thing, but guess what? We can play it much more better.
Right.
Yeah.
We sending a big wave of frequency out, man, and can't nothing. It's devouring everything in this way, man.
Turned out stronghold.
Until Esau won't go hide in the fucking cave, man. You gonna go hide, man. We gonna walk through the nuclear destruction. And the Lord he gonna deliver us, but we gonna walk through that shit,
Yeah,
man.
hey, to prove his point, get Zechariah 13:9.
We gonna walk through that shit, man.
You got it wrong.
Hey,
You had a quick one, go read a quick one out, bro.
This Ecclesiasticus 47, verse 8. For he destroyed the enemies on every side and brought to naught the Philistines, his adversaries, and break their horn asunder to this day. In all his works he praised the Holy One Most High with words of glory. With his whole heart he sung songs and loved him that made him.
See, because I'm gonna tell you what Esau did too, man, with the whole frequency, man. You had the Rockefellers like in the 50s, man. This when they switched the frequencies up to I don't the number wherever they switched it to. This what they stated they switched they made it law to where all the instruments had to be tuned to this frequency. But this when they started able to come with the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? The frequency they switched it to, which it wasn't healing the body no more. It was bringing, you know what I'm saying? It was bringing it turned into negative, man.
You know, Yates mentioned something about that, about certain beats out of what you're saying. I can't break it down. Yeah, the 808s.
Yes, because see, the musicians know that now. Once like them rappers and stuff, once they start to study the music and they get into it, you know what I'm saying? But see, this is right. This is what brothers need to start doing now too, man, because it's all a part of the scriptures. When we talk about us singing that song and when we sending that sound out, it's time to get into that knowledge, man. Because this is how Esau been controlling everything, man. You know what I'm saying? This is how, because it's just like all us together right now, right? It's like when you standing from 8 to 15 feet from somebody, y'all thoughts are connected, man. And whoever y'all, that's what it, because it's like when you think of something, it's sending out those light waves. You know what I'm saying? So if you from 8 to 15 feet, that's why it make it so powerful. Like, you can be by yourself and you got the thought process, but then when you come around all the brothers and we all together on that one accord, it's so powerful, man. And that's why it's gonna make it so much powerful when 144,000 on the four corners of the earth all together in that one man. It's more powerful than the nuclear destruction, man. It's more powerful because the same way they create, because the nuclear bomb ain't nothing but a lot of Hornets energy. And that's what we doing, harnessing up all the energy, man. You know what I'm saying? The energy of your house by shooting have a shot. And we sending it out, man. You know? And we disrupting your frequencies, Esau. That's why I say we're gonna consume him by the spirit of his mouth. You know what I'm saying? Right. Go ahead.
Y'all want to bring this up, cause you had one. Go ahead, bro.
Hey, this is an article from Steam It. It says, who and why change music's tuning frequency from 432 to 440 hertz?
Right, to 8440. That's what they did. Go ahead.
In Nazi Germany, the minister of propaganda Joseph Goebbels ordered in 1939 to replace all tuning forks to 440 hertz.
So it started with the wise men of Timon, man. That's how they was able to have all them jokers on the brain control in Germany. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then like the brothers was going into this, and see what people have to understand, like the elites was fun. They understood who the wise men of Timon were, man. So they was funding Germany the whole time. You can look it up. I forget the weapons program, but they was funding them, man. From World War I to World War II, they was funding them, brother. Just come up with it. They was sitting and putting all the money into them. But it's like when Germany came up with something, they tried to buck up like, we ain't sharing this with nobody. We going to keep it. So the elites came with World War I to humble them. World War II, they done the same thing because all that stuff Hitler and them was, they ain't had the money. Where they was getting the funding? When Hitler and them was studying out, the elites was funding them. And we know Hitler was his dad, his granddad, he Schottenheimer. Right, well, yeah, Schottenheimer, right. His daddy was a so-called Jew. What you finna say?
Oh, no, I was thinking, man, because I can't find that video, man, but it was, you know that frequency gun they got? It's like silent, but it kind of disrupt your brain and stuff. One of them they found, man, they was working on it, but the dude said that he went to work that next morning, and his co-worker was dead, and they didn't know what the hell had happened. But they finally figured out it was a fan in there. And the way that fan was turning at that speed, it was sending some kind of frequency out, and it put him to death, man.
Right, man.
Yeah, and if I can add just to back the elder up, and then also just going into his point, Hitler was nothing but an illegitimate Rothschild, man. That's all he was. And I think Bill Gates' lineage goes back to the Rockefellers, which are nothing but Rothschild.
It's just an American version.
That's it. That's it.
It's more to that, ain't?
Yeah.
But all this started with the Germans, man, with the wise men of Timon, putting lead in the water, fluoride to make you docile, to make you more subject to this. That all started with the wise men of Timon,
They
man.
actually was doing the fluoride with fluoridated water back in ancient Rome.
Right, in the Rome,
Damn.
right, which there was Esau coming back, man.
Yeah.
All right, so it says in Nazi Germany, the Minister of Propaganda, Joseph Goebbels, ordered in 1939 to replace all tuning forks to 440 hertz. 440 hertz. Before that period, instruments were tuned 8 hertz, lowered to 432 hertz.
Right, man. And you can listen to the 432 hertz now, and you can see how it's gonna put you on it's gonna have you calm, it's gonna have you, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna have you leveled out, bro. But like all the music today with the rappers, these instruments still tuned to this, man. That's why it's sitting out. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's sitting out. It puts you. It had you out. You know. This is why everything going on right now.
Joseph Todd, he had brought that out too.
John Todd.
John Todd.
Right.
John Todd. Like how they before they put a record out, they had those left-hand, warlocks and stuff like that. They pray over for a period of time.
Right.
Then they'll lease it out to the masses. Man.
They get you some kind of temple they get.
Yeah, yeah.
What you finna say?
You got a precept for you,
So it's 1 Samuel,
I was thinking about it. And David, that's the spirit.
1 Samuel 16 and 23. And it came to pass.
But see, like I just said, when you be thinking about something, that's them brother lightweights coming. We like every thought we coming up with is coming into each brother head.
It makes sense though.
For real.
Because we always sync in the
Right.
spirit though. You know what I'm saying? So
And even if you ain't in sync, like it's like if you go into a room and you can feel the vibes, you feeling the negative thoughts of somebody else. You know what I'm saying? That's why like even when you go into a room and a lot of people or something, you might go and say a prayer like this. A brother need to do it. Go and start saying a prayer or something, so your energy can outweigh that energy in the room, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause them, you be feeling like you might go somewhere and a thought will come, and you know that ain't nowhere near your thought process. That you feeling somebody else thought. See, this how Yahushua was able to. We was reading the minds of the wicked scribes and the Pharisees. See, this is what Esau did, man. He studied why you think he got his science to study in the brain, studying the blood, studying the star. He have studied, man, how the earth, what makes the universe work, what makes us work, how we in tune with it. He studied all that, man. And he just went left hand side. This how he been ruling the world. But guess what? Now, Esau, you have been found out, man. Now we tuning the frequencies back down via this word, man, to the right frequency. And it's gonna consume you, man. It's consuming you. Go ahead. I don't want to stop the precept. Go ahead.
1 Samuel 16 and 23. And it came to pass when the evil spirit from the Most High was upon Saul, that David took an harp and played with his hand. So Saul was refreshed and was well, and the evil spirit departed from
Look
him.
up refresh, bro.
And notice how it said they tuned all the instruments because they understood like the power of the instrument. This is considered an instrument back down. The harp still like you got the harp, the trumpet, you got all these different instruments, just like in slavery, right? When they say we used to do them drums and and Esau wanted to stop it, cause you get a certain rhythm, they get them soldiers out there like Gad them stuff. See that's in the vibrational wave, boy. You get that warlike energy, you run through
But
Esau.
what proves that point though, when Gad would go to war, they be beating on them drums.
Cause guess what? Even the Hebrew language said that why you think it say like come? Why you think it's cause see frequencies is like numbers, you know what I'm saying? Everything is mathematics. Go back to a mock, the truth. So the frequencies we sitting at, like how Esau measured this through the like you said, they turned it down to 8,440. You know what I'm saying? They right. Because going back into the Hebrew, man, the Hebrew language is a frequency, is a higher level frequency. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say everything's spoken in a different language. Now they done tuned it down, they done turned it down, man. But this is why we back. We speaking the Lord's name in the ancient tongue. Yeah. See, and this is why we did, and this bringing more knowledge, more wisdom, more understanding, man. But you had something? bro?
Like the Shema prayer, you know how we say it in the spirit.
Uh,
You know, it's like a melody to it.
Yeah.
Man.
Right, man.
Dang. All right. Do y'all have it? I can go back to the Ecclesiasticus.
You got that 2 or 3 got in my name?
Yeah, come.
It was some
About the sleepers.
What was it? He was.
you still
he
it's
was
some
about
more
the
to
heart.
to them Germans.
Yeah, I was looking through it.
I got a quick one.
Go ahead, bro.
You know, when you were speaking on how, you know, our thoughts
You
kind of
still
travel.
Isaiah 34 where it say
Yeah,
we're gonna look
yeah.
up that line.
I got you.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 18, verse 20.
Yeah, brother.
For where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, there am I in the midst of them.
Right, man. See, so there he is in the midst, man. Where 2 or 3 gather, so it makes him more powerful, man. When brothers come together, man, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, the 12,000 from each tribe, 144,000, like all in that side, and then they on the 4 corners of the earth. So you at the 4 corners, it's boxing everything in. What you got, son? Go ahead.
Hey, it says Earth's frequency is 8 hertz. When the brain is relaxed, its alpha waves are also 8 hertz.
Right.
When we listen to music at 440 hertz, the root tone is changed from 8 hertz to 8.25 hertz, meaning the harmonics are not in tune with the universe.
Right, man. And see, Esau, and this is why our music is tuned to this. But Esau them with their country, and you know they got their shit at the right hertz. Where why when you go in around them, they be more mellow, they be more calm and chill. How you doing? You know what I'm saying? Because it's even though they the wicked, they still know how to the body. They learn how to have the body at a harmonic. You know what I'm saying? State, man, a calm state,
I
man.
actually witnessed that a couple years ago, and so went to like a mixed crowd type of lounge. So they're playing like that country music. You know, everybody's chill. You know, being mellow out. And they play that boosie. You want to start shit? You want to
Right, right.
I kid you not a second. The niggas start fighting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Change the whole frequency, man.
Hey, what you call it showed that on his skit, man? Dave Chappelle. Remember he had on board the guitar? He went to the barber shop. You know, he played the Latin music. You know, he played the rap. Then he went to the Esau and started playing that rock and roll. They started breaking bottles over each other's head
Right,
and shit.
man.
You know, but basically that's what you said. That frequency, man, it can change at an instant, man. But whatever one, you know what I'm saying, where you at, it can have you at that mellow state, that relaxed state, or you can have you enraged, man.
Hey, listen to this. It says humans vibrate from 16 to 32 hertz, the same CO to C1 on musical scale. 440 hertz is not in tune with the human's vibration because the root tone is 16.5 hertz. It's claimed that listening to 440 hertz will make you tired and apathetic.
Tired, apathetic, man. And then just think, they done this in the what 1939. Just think about what they learned and grew from that time. We can turn into this hurt. You know what I'm saying? We turn into this, man, into what we own now, man.
Yeah.
We saw doing that shit like Pacquiao
Huh.
that boxing match. We
Huh.
turning this shit up.
Right, man.
Right, and who knows what kind of people they are kidnapping, man, and experimenting with, man.
The CIA,
You know?
bro, that's another thing. That's how with the MK Ultra, man. This what you feel say.
Let's link to the Germans with this, I want to say another art I just came
Them
up
motherfuckers ain't
Yeah.
going.
Right, man. That's the wise men of Timon, but they did their job, man. But guess what? Through all that, guess what? We back. We right here, man. And you being exposed, man. That shit ain't work, man. It did what it's supposed to do, but look at us now. We standing on our feet, man. You know?
That's what I'm saying.
Because they're tuned. Because see, that's another thing. Remember when it said saw the angels flying in the midst of heaven saying sealing the elect? So the angels putting the right frequency, getting them frequencies right. You know what I'm saying? And then through Esau's science, he already said it's constantly vibrations coming from the heavens. See, this the part he see. We don't see that. When I say all that, I link that back to that's the angels, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He can't see it, but he's like, they be trying to decipher the messages, you know what I'm saying? The tones that's coming, you know what I'm saying? But it's only the elect it's gonna put us on that right free. Somebody hold Psalms 19. You still got that? Go ahead, bring out. You
Bring
still
this
got
up
that?
real quick.
Go ahead, bro.
Like this is the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 3. Can two walk together except they be agreed? And that's that frequency, man, through the spirit. That's why brothers in this truth, man, especially Great Millstone Star Apostle on down, That's why we, you know what I'm saying, do the work the way we do it, man, because we all on the same accord, we all on the same frequency, man.
Yeah.
Right. One band, one sound.
One band, one sound.
And what the scripture say, 1 Corinthians 12, many members, yet one body.
Many members, one body.
That's that frequency, man.
That's another thing, like the foods you eat can either raise your frequencies or lower your frequencies, man.
Yeah.
That's another thing Esau knows,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right, man. Go ahead.
No, I think brother was bringing this out. It said, what does 432 hertz do to the brain?
Yeah.
It said 432 frequency music heightens perception, increases the mental clarity of a person, and unlocks intuition.
Right, see, you're right, man. It's unlocking that third eye, man. It increased your perception, and they knew that, man.
Yeah.
So when they raise it up, it's lowering our perception. You know what I'm saying, on everything. But guess what? This, hey, whatever frequency this is, we speaking, man. This is why you see Jake waking up now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is why you see Jake. You know, it's still gonna be what it's gonna be.
Right.
But a lot of our people waking up and understanding that, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Because with that music, man, and the scripture shows you, if you can take demons off a person, well, by holy, you can put goddamn demons on a person.
That's right, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And Esau, like you said, through teaming, they figured it out, and that's the reason why, you know, you had gangster rap, and now you got drill music.
Right.
Because all of this is basically to keep Jake in a low vibration and the continuance of breaking the law, statutes, and the commands.
Disconnection.
That disconnection. Judah 5 and 20, because they know that we're separated from the Yahweh Hashem Shai, then guess what? The fucking their kingdom will still be exercised on earth.
What
See,
did you just
although
say, the Jew?
they carnal,
Yeah.
although they carnal, they got a spiritual game plan for a spiritual people, man. That's the only way you can be a spiritual people. You have to have a spiritual game plan, but you never factored in the elect, bro.
That's right.
Right. Esau know that
Never
we the
factored in
superheroes of the earth,
Yeah.
out of all nations. So any superhero, they're gonna look for like that kryptonite,
That's it.
which is sins.
Yeah.
Where it say the wages of sin is death.
Yeah,
man.
that's
So
right.
that what weakens us. That what damages us as a people. You know?
Right.
Like, that's real cool. Ecclesiasticus 47 verse 9. He set singers also before the altar, that by their voices they might make sweet melodies.
So can I say something? Hey, the prophets are the singers. The altar are the campsites. The sweet melody is us prophesying in the name or vibration of Yahweh Hashem Shai.
Rightly divide the word of truth.
That's it.
Cause this whole Bible, it's Esau. I gotta find that video, but this Edomite. He went through the whole Bible. He said it's straight. This Bible is straight. Gotta be divine intervention, cause it's written mathematical. It's written in the mathematical code, bro, from the beginning to the end.
Guess what? Math goes back to Amath, which means truth.
Come,
Damn.
come. And the Hebrew language is straight. That's why it's numbers. You know what I'm saying? But it's a straight. It goes back to numbers, man. I say the numbers never lie.
That's
Like
right.
each letter is a number. Each right, come, right, come.
That shit true, though.
Yes, come.
He says,
See, so a lot of stuff, Esau, like, this is what, well, go ahead.
he set singers also before the altar, that by their voices they might make sweet melody,
Right.
and daily sing praises in their songs.
Isn't the gospel also called the good news? This is that sweet melody.
Yeah.
You know, and going back to your first point, Elder, this might go. And he had, this is back into Isaiah 34 and 11, and he has cast the lots of them, and his hand has divided it unto them by line.
Right.
They shall possess it forever, from generation to generation shall they dwell therein.
Right, somebody get that word line up right there in the Hebrew. And what? Who getting that? Somebody got that on Isaiah 19? Because that line goes into your vocal cords. Oh yeah, Psalms 19. Come. Then somebody hold, Revelation 14. 11. Pick up that word line. Because it's just like this. That's why, like, if a rapper can have a bullshit song, right? But the beat will be, you would be listening to it because of the beat, the frequency. You know what I'm saying? The beat will sound good. But see, that's the trickery of Esau. What?
Y'all niggas better start listening to them words.
Right,
Remember
man.
that?
Cause I used to listen to songs and brothers be like, man, it's alright, but they need to get their beats together. But I just used to like the word. I'm just focused on what they saying. You know what I'm saying? Right. Damn, which I like a beat too.
Right.
You know.
What this nigga talking about?
Yeah,
Right.
That's
Yeah.
what time I'm on.
This is the word line in Hebrew, and it means cord, line, a measuring line.
Chord.
What's going on? That's for Psalms 19.
No, that's Isaiah 34.
Well, that's the same, if I can add, that's the same Hebrew word for line in Psalm 19:1. Quanah. That's Quanah. Alright, so y'all-
Right, your chord, man, goes into your vocal cord. Go ahead, bro. A measuring line. Go ahead,
It's a onomatopoetic mimicries of Isaiah's word, perhaps senseless.
Keep going, bro.
Now that's in there.
You go into
The Strong's definition.
Yeah, and down to where it say what it is, the Hebrew, the Chaldean. Right, read that. I'm gonna look it up too, bro. Go ahead.
Strong's definition: a cord as connecting, especially for measuring, figuratively. A rule, also a rim, a musical string.
A musical string, man. That harp, we harping with our harps. See, it all links back into the harp, harping with their harp. A musical string, man. You know what I'm saying? The line, man, goes back to the song that we playing, the song that we singing, really. You know what I'm saying? It's like we speaking words, but it's all a melody. It's like this, what they call an acapella. You know what I'm saying? But it's going back into, right, man. So this an acapella right here. Yeah, right, go ahead, bro.
And a chord.
But it's I think it's gonna go into your vocals, man, your vocal cords. Like at the bottom where it say, what it say, what is it, the lexicon, the Hebrew lexicon, the Chaldean Hebrew, which? Go ahead.
It's Isaiah 51:3. For the Lord Yahweh Baal Shah shall comfort Zion. He
It's
will.
truth.
Yep.
All right? A view of that line the elder's going into. And then also another standpoint for that line in the Hebrew Quanah that's going into the internet as well. You know, because our vocals are being displayed on the internet.
Right.
You know, when you define that term network, it means what? A bundle of chords. You know what I'm saying? So our vocals are on the internet.
Like going back into like how they do everything is based off of the body, man. Like you said, it started with the landline. You know what I'm saying? For the internet, the landline. You know what I'm saying? And to the point to where it's Wi-Fi now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They figured it out like it's Wi-Fi, but it's like, because right. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's Wi-Fi, but this Wi-Fi, we speak it into the earth. You know what I'm saying? What it said, prophesy to the wind.
Yeah.
This is our Wi-Fi. You know what I'm saying? But our Wi-Fi is connected straight to the heavens. You know what I'm saying? We got the angels up there. You know what I'm saying? We speaking the word. The angels making sure the elect being sealed. See, Esau, this is his falsified way of looking at the body. He studied the body. Cause see, the body reveals everything. You know what I'm saying? The meridians in the body, like your spinal cord is like, this where the electricity, this where the land is really at. Right, this is the meridian of the body right here.
Right.
The spinal cord, you know what I'm saying? Right, man, right. So,
Go ahead, bro. Basically, your meridians, they all over your body. You know?
Yeah.
Different organs and all, you know?
Right.
That's true.
Right.
The Goots, they real heavy into that.
See, they know that. But all this is eye knowledge. You gotta remember that. But they from the east, so they knew about that too. You know what I'm saying? But now we getting it. But see, we receiving it all back now. You gotta remember. We had to remember ourselves. We discontinued from our heritage. You know. But this is how, like the brother was saying. But see, a lot of them goop like the Shaolin. See, a lot of them Jake. You know what I'm saying? Cause even to be a Shaolin monk, you can't commit adultery. You can't be no thief. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you go into the morals, you got to have to be one of them. Right, it be righteous, right, con. And all it is, they just studied and meditated the body. Cause what did Yahweh, how did he go to that higher level? Fasting and prayer. You know what I'm saying? When they say meditate, that's what they do. They had an incense burning. Yeah. They get into a meditative state, bro. And they know all the meridians of the body, man. You know what I'm saying? They know the pressure points to stop. You know what I'm saying? To do certain stuff, bro. Right, man. But a lot of them Jake though. A lot of that's our people in them lands, man.
How you used to say years ago, they used to jump off the roof.
Right, man. Right. Remember, I sent you a video today here with them, man. They know.
had like a spear. Every nigga on the spear leaning and shit one person.
They know how to harness all that energy to one spot, man.
Yeah.
And this is what that's spiritual power though.
It
That's
is.
spiritual power. And it's locked in us. That's why I said, see, the scriptures, when it be telling us certain stuff to meditate and do this, it's showing you how to unlock it, man. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what Yahweh Shai had. He had that spiritual power to, you know what I'm saying, how it show you the karate move up and, you know, how to teleport and all that.
Yeah.
Right, see, it's far-fetched to us.
No, but hey, the elder is right. Remember when they tried to push him off the cliff? That was spiritual power, man. Yeah.
Right.
He disappeared amongst them.
Right, man.
And then fleed in the midst of them. That's spiritual power.
Right.
He literally disappeared before their eyes.
Teleport.
Teleport.
It's Isaiah 51:3. For the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Shah shall comfort Zion, he will comfort all her waste places.
And this is a form of spiritual power. You know, through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Shah, we have been resurrected from the spiritually dead. So us teaching and you listening, okay, this is an example of spiritual power. Right. Remember, spiritual power, going to what the elder said, it starts with a belief system, a thought process.
And think about it. It comes from within your spirit, man.
That's it.
Unlocking everything, figuring out how the body works from inside out, bro. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
That's right.
And he will make her wilderness like Eden,
Right.
and her desert like the garden of the Lord.
Now, what is this? This is prophesying what? The kingdom of heaven. When our land is back in that paradise-like format, fuck it, the entire world will be a paradise again.
But first, we got to get back into that. We
Right,
got to,
right,
you know what I'm saying?
right,
We got to
right,
get the,
right.
we got to get the wicked scientists out of here.
That's it.
He done turned everything upside down. He learned the knowledge and then flipped it, man. You know what I'm saying? Create GMOs.
Right.
He ain't go with the natural process of it, man. He flipped it. Now he got AI. You know what I'm saying? Which all he doing is trying to copy nature, which how nature operates, which how the body operates. That's all he doing, man.
Yep. It says, in her desert like the garden of the Lord, joy and gladness should be found therein, thanksgiving and the voice of melody.
Because what the Lord said, the kingdom of heaven is within us. What is he talking about? That full power. You know what I'm saying? He teaching us, it's being unlocked as we get closer to the end, man. And brothers, get ready, man. For real. But like I said, this is what brothers need to start studying how the body works, these different frequencies, and you know what I'm saying? Like the higher level foods that unlock the pineal gland, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because all it's doing is unlocking the body, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
It shows you this talk about people first. Verse 4, hearken unto me, my people, and give ear unto me, O my nation, for a law shall proceed from me, and I will make my judgment to rest for a light of the people.
Right, man.
So he starts with his knowledge, first and foremost with the people. Jerusalem, Zion is a people before it was a place.
That's it.
Because this word, what is that spirit is more like energy, man. It's that energy, bro. Everything is energy. Everything is energy come from everything, man. So we gonna get to the point to where that energy is so great in us, bro. Ain't nothing gonna be able to stop us, man. Nothing. You gotta just have that faith is coming. That's why the most important thing is to pray for the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Of course, you're gonna pray for the mercy first, man. Thank the Lord for the mercy and the grace. But when you pray for that knowledge, wisdom, understanding, when you get that, that covers everything anyway. That's how Solomon got everything. He prayed for that knowledge, wisdom, and understanding first, man.
You got one for me.
Go ahead, bro.
This is the book of John, chapter 14, starting at verse 11. So crazy. All right, here we go.
It's all right. We ain't rushing, man. Roll with the spirit. Whatever happens, the spirit control anyway.
This is the book of John, chapter 14, starting at verse 11. Believe me that I am in the Father, and the Father in me, or else believe me for the very work's sake.
See, for the very work's sake. So Yahweh Shai showed up and look, he was the example like, look, this is y'all power. This is your power. You are gods, but you're gonna die like men. But once you get to my return again, it's gonna be 144,000 men That's what he says, greater works than me. You gonna right, this what's coming, right? So Yahweh Shai came to show us how to unlock this, man.
Yeah.
How to unlock that inner, you know what I'm saying, that inner energy, that light that's within us, man. Esau's whole system set up to keep you docile. That's why it's set up to keep you docile, dumbed down, so you can't realize who you are, man. Who we are, bro. Just imagine we stand in the sun and get energy, get the energy, get the get everything from the sun, man.
You stand in that sun, you feel that energy.
Esau, he got to run from it, bro. He got to use suntan though, cause it ain't strengthening him. It's weakening him,
It's
man.
against him.
So that's why he got the chemtrail. See, he trying to counteract and create his whole. He really trying to keep us from receiving them rays, them gamma, all the stuff that comes from that. This is he trying to block out, but you can't, Esau. We looking at it from a faith standpoint anyway, but even with the faith standpoint, now we learning the physical standpoint of it also. You know what I'm saying? How the body, the scriptures tell you. You know what I'm saying? Why I tell you to mortify the members of the body, because when you do that, you coming from the spirit now, man. You know what I'm saying? You gonna realize your inner strength and your inner power. Go ahead.
You know about the sunlight? They say like in America, hip fractures are the most because there's no sunlight really in the winter like that. So that's why you have a high level of hip fractures in older people.
A lot of older people don't never
Be out there sunbathing.
yeah. But then too, they never be back right either.
Yeah.
Like once, like when we were coming up, once the whole person broke their hip, they damn near died. You know, something about that hip.
What they say? That's what the angel knocked Jacob hip out of place.
boy, yeah.
The hip bone connected to the thigh bone, man. But guess what? You to stay walking, man. Cause see, just like Ash should say, long life should be to him, right? Going to the long life. I was watching this. It's been some years ago though. The Asherite, man. It's Colombia though. I think it was in Colombia. He was like 90 years old. He was over there cutting down the cross. You'd think he about 50, but he was like, the key to staying walking is keeping them thigh bones strong. Because that's where you walk from. You know what I'm saying? He was like, that's the key. He was like 90 years old. He had a machete out there cutting crops. But he go back to Ash, long life. You know what I'm saying? That prophecy of Ash is the long life, right? And that's what people live along. Over there, that Colombia, what is it? Colombia, the Uruguay, but Peru, all that over there. The tribe of Ash. Come.
Verse 12. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do shall he do also.
And believe it on him. He comes in the volume of the book. He is the word, man. See, this word is teaching you how to unlock this. Right, man. Right, man.
Yeah, because once you unlock your house shot, you can unlock yourself.
Of course, come.
You know, just to back you out.
Oh yeah, for sure. Come.
That's a lesson.
Yeah, that's gonna be it.
And greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father.
See, so people, y'all tripping, man. Y'all talking about y'all gonna get spiritual power. He said it's in there. He said it. Greater works we gonna do. When? It's coming.
Hey,
It is coming.
and I'm thinking about the son, because Yahweh Shah said basically greater works than, you know what I'm saying, that he would do.
Yeah.
So Yahweh Shah's the mediator. Our life source is who? Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? Because his spiritual power comes from Yahweh through Yahweh Shah, ministered by the angels.
So this is what we got to look forward to, man. Doing
Yeah.
greater works
That's
that
it,
he
bro.
did, man.
Yeah, bro.
Remember when the soldiers came to get him in Romans and me in John 18? He spoke that word and they fell back. He was like, you ain't come for them. You come to get me. And see how they be showing you that in different movies and stuff. Even he going back into them so-called Chinese, which they Jake, man. Them guys who be doing that, they tapped in them Jakes. That's Jake power. That's Jake possessed. That Jake, we claims that, man. What it say, you should have power with man and with the Most High, man. So that's how we link that back up to Jake. That's why we say only Jake can do that. The scripture said that's Jake, man. He did when he changed Jacob's name to Yasharallah, you should have power with man and with the Most High, man. He prevailed again. He wrestled with the angel, man. You know what I'm saying? So, and it makes sense because that's his lineage. That's where he came from. He just was in his body.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he still can tap back into that greater works it can do. You know what I'm saying? So and they was on a level back then. You know what I'm saying? They was on a go ahead, bro.
Now this is Acts 1 and 8. But ye shall receive power after that the Holy Spirit has come upon you.
So we got just enough power we need right now. But instead, you got that power steady increasing and increasing and increasing, man. And increasing until we gonna be able to do greater works than he did, man. Go ahead, bro.
And ye shall be witnesses unto me both in Jerusalem and in all Judea and in Samaria and unto the uttermost parts of the earth.
See, go ahead, bro. Right. See, this is your bloodline. This is what they trying to hide from us, man. So we tell our people, you are the Israelites. This is your ancestors. Go into the book. The power Samson had, the power King David, the power Joshua had, man. He wanted to finish the war, man. He prayed and Most High held the sun back. Look, keep it daylight. You know what I'm saying? Keep it daylight. You got that power. You got that power. And guess what? The bar, we was out late one night. He like, I gotta be at work at 4. He like, know what I do? I pray to the Most High, hold the time back. So he can get more rest, you know what I'm saying? Which it don't show, but it's like it probably ain't gonna show in the physical, but it
It's rest
right.
That's the best time when it's raining to stop the rain. You know?
Go ahead, bro.
Now the word power in the Greek is dunamis. It's first definition. It says strength, power, ability. A is an inherent power. Power resides in a thing by virtue of its nature, or which a person or thing exerts and puts forth. And this is the point here. It says B is power of performing miracles.
Right, man. But you gotta realize this is another thing. Like I said, we got see the context clues is in the scriptures, man. But it ain't like it's just gonna be. It ain't given to us like that, man. We gotta tap back into it. You know what I'm saying? When it says set your affections on things above, what's above? Like this is, and this is something we gotta work on. Just like thinking, don't even be focused on this, cause we know this temple. We straight. The man said straight on the angelic power. You know what I'm saying? The power of your high body. You set your mind on that. That's giving you that. That's really putting you in that mindset. Which
That mortal thought.
right. Come which
no immortality. So
nah, you right. You were good. Right. Add it in. Which it's a which this what you know what I'm saying through the spirit. This is what the Lord been showing me lately over the past couple months. You know what I'm saying? So bringing it out, and all the brothers finna put it together, bro. But we gonna become a magnetic force not to be reckoned with, man. Yes. This all we doing is creating that energy. You know what I'm saying? That power. So it's like we gonna receive power, man. And it ain't gonna be able to be broken through, man. I just say I should give you the keys of hell, and the gates of hell should not prevail. The keys is this word, man. We just steady, and this key steady unlocking door to door into the knowledge that we going higher and higher, man.
Can I say this, bro?
Go ahead, bro. Yes.
Bro, every dream I have of receiving power, bro, it's like I have the people in my dream they after me.
Yeah.
And then I start levitating. That's like every dream I have of flying. That's
right.
how the dream I always come to me. I start levitating, and then I'm able to I'm able to take off. Not that I haven't mastered the ability of flight. You know how you just like a bird. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's how it be in my dreams. You know.
Right.
Damn.
Come.
Hey.
Yeah. See, so what it said, man. All this for this faith boosters though. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
Hey, give me some light, bro. Hey, this is
See how I say, give me some light. The light is the energy, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cause what it say? When you pay your energy bill, what you pay?
light bill. That's right.
So it goes back into the energy, man.
So you need energy in order to get the light, right?
Come, energy is light.
Energy is light. That's right. Hey, this is John 25 and verse 24. This is you know what? Let me start at verse 22. Yahushua said unto him, if I will that he tarry till I come, what is that to you? Follow you me. Then went this saying abroad among the brethren that disciple should not die. Yet Yahushua said not unto him, he shall not die. But if I will that he tarry till I come, what is that to you? This is the disciple which testified of these things and wrote these things, and we know that his testimony is true. Verse 25. And there are also many other things which Yahushua did, the which, if they should be written every one, I suppose that even the world itself could not contain the books that should be written to all.
And I'm gonna say this, man. We know important, we prophesy important. Esau, whatever you got that we can't see, we got it through the spirit, boy. Know that. We got it through the spirit, man. Cause Esau got certain scrolls that we don't got, man.
Yeah.
Esau got it, bro. How you think he able to manipulate and figure out? But we got it through the spirit.
Yeah.
We got it through faith.
That's
We
what
didn't
scared
need to feel. That's why it's right. That's
Yeah.
what scared you.
That's what's scary.
Cause you like, how the hell y'all talking about this and going into this? We ain't showed y'all that. Yeah, you know, y'all ain't got that. Y'all ain't read that.
Going back to your point you had brought up previously, when you stated that somebody had said
Come
that
with-
this
come
book
with whatever
is
you want.
divine intervention, man.
Come.
It's divine intervention, man.
And that power in us anyway. It's just being
Yeah.
unlocked.
Yes,
See
sir.
when you're going into the pure mind, being stirred up. So it's in us, and as we go on, it's gonna be unlocked and unlocked and unlocked, man. Until boy, it's gonna be lovely. It's gonna be lovely, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you know that another skit, man. It was that Richard Pryor skit when him and those two Edomites that went to that cave. He said he found the book of life,
Yeah.
and he was reading it. He was like, "Oh, this all about us."
Right.
You know, and you seen the Edomites do it. They tapped on the shoulder and they started backing out and they closed the door. So what you were saying is like they was showing it that we locking all y'all Jakes, man, out of the truth, man. For y'all will know who y'all are, cause they locked up the book. This is the way I took it.
Yeah.
They was locking up the book and showing they was locking us out from the truth,
He
man.
cut off the lights.
Cut off the
He
lights.
closed that camera.
Yeah, well, hit them with that lights out, man. But through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shot, man, the Lord has brought back forth that marvelous light, man.
So we should receive power from on high, man.
That's right.
You can't stop this.
Can't, bro.
And see what see I was thinking about this too, what makes it so spectacular. It's just like in Corinthians, when it said, we are spectacle unto the world and to angels.
Yeah.
Because see, it's like we gon' like our pure minds being stirred up to where, see, we have to go through the emotion part of this. You know what I'm saying? It's like the angels don't got the emotion. So when they come do a job, it's they don't even gotta think about it.
Yeah.
See what's making it so powerful with us, even when you have a shot, you can't, and you got to deal with the emotions in the bed. So you get emotional about shit. You know what I'm saying? You have to think about stuff, but to the point to where we building up to the point to where, look, we made it through the emotional part. Why the angels looking like, man, like they can't feel what we feel what they saying. So the Most High say, go strengthen. Like just imagine when you have a shot, was you know what I'm saying? They knew the script,
Yeah.
but they probably was looking like, why he so nervous? They couldn't feel the point he was feeling. So
right,
so the Heavenly Father like you just go straight.
Right.
You gonna see in the end. You gonna see why he was made a little lower than you now.
Yeah.
But it ain't no name greater than him. And then what about those 144,000 who follow him wheresoever he goes?
How shots many bees.
Yeah.
Because we in the flesh, man, we go through the emotion part, but all this is teaching us is how to balance both of them. You know what I'm saying? How to, cause see, even when we have to judge the nations, we gonna be the perfect judges cause we live this.
Yeah.
They in the flesh.
Yeah.
We gonna understand, we live
Yeah.
this.
And that's what Adam couldn't do.
Right,
'Cause he
man.
only knew one side.
Which it was the part of the process
Yeah,
of
it's part of
the
the
fall from there to now. And then we gonna go greater than this. Go ahead, brother.
Right,
this-
well with that one, bring
Good. This is Baruch 4:2. Turn thee, O
Start
Jacob.
at one, bro. You got to start.
Baruch 4:1. This is the book of the commandments of Yahweh Ba'Shem Shah and the law that endureth forever.
The law that endure forever, because what it say, the performance of the law, it leads to immortality. You know, go ahead, bro.
All they that keep it should come to life,
See?
but such as leave it should die.
Right, man.
Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk into the presence of the light thereof,
Walk into the presence of the light thereof, man.
perfect precept in.
that thou mayest be illuminated.
You gonna be in light, man. You know, that's why Esau called himself the Illuminati.
Yeah.
He know this side and both. He know both sides, man. And for you niggas caught up in the masonry, all Esau Esau take you to a certain level and stop. He not gonna show you everything.
Nah.
Right, that's what the whole
You gotta
trick
be
is
part of
about.
that bloodline.
That's why you supposed to come to this, bro. See, this is we getting all that knowledge through faith and studying and watching all y'all, and then we come right back through the scriptures and filter it all out. Like, nope, they throw that out. We can't use that. Oh, nah, this right on point. We pulling that in, throw that out. It's to the point where it's gonna be a perfect body, man. It's gonna be that transformer from the head to the toe, man. And you know what I'm saying? The last part was that sword. It's gonna be time to get. It's gonna be time. That's gonna be the full armor.
On the right hand side, you know, since we're Illuminati, it goes by a bloodline, which is the elect. And just like you were saying, on the left hand side, Esau, he does the same thing. But just like Jacob cannot be part of it. You can only go so many floors up. Because on their side, it's based on the blood. And you see how Satan imitates Yahweh Shem Shah. But anyway, Lord, we are edified. All praises to you.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakwadash.
A double honors to the apostles, the elders. Salutations to you, sister brothers, teaching the truth and the sincerity of Shalom.
Shalom.